This is the tutorial for the earring making kit, and we're going to be making earring B. In this set, you'll find 2 sterling silver wires, a couple little sterling silver beads, and some freshwater pearls. So the first step, and if you've already made earring A, I think you're going to be happy. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your needle nose flat pliers and you're going to get as close as you can to the tip of your wire, and you're going to turn it. And just hold it still in this hand and just keep turning even beyond what you think, because it just makes it easier if you get the bend up front. And that's a pretty decent one. If you get any more than that, if you end up with a big loop, you can always trim out a piece of the loop before you finally bend it. But I'm okay with that size, so I'm just going to take my pliers and kind of bend it so it's smaller. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the beads on, and this time we're going to put both wires at the same time because it just helps to bend them together and measure them together. Once you have both beads on the wire, you're going to just make sure that they're even at the bottom and decide about how long you want them to be. And I said we're going to do them together, but I'm actually going to bend one and then hold up the other one. You can use either plier on this. I like the round because it doesn't give you a really sharp bend. So I'm going to say about that long. And then I'm going to use this as where your ear is going to go. So do a half a bend there, move it back a little bit, and then another half a bend. You really can't go too wrong with that, and you can always straighten it out using these to kind of like flatten it if you don't like the way you've put it in. But once you get that in, you can see we're going to have extra at the end, so don't worry about if they don't look exactly even, because you can cut at the end. Okay, and now I'm just going to hold that one there as a guide. It's just hanging there, but that way I know I'm bending this one the same. And now I'll move it out of the way and do my last bend over. And once you get them both done, you can kind of look. I think that's close enough to the same. So once they're bent and they look the same, the end can be, I usually do the end pretty close to the same size as that. It's whatever you want, but cut them together so you get the same length. And always when you're cutting your ends, just have it either covered with your finger or away from you. And then if they weren't even, you could always trim them up, but there they are. And here's one little cheat on this. These pearls are gonna turn around. You can take a little dab of glue. I prefer to do like a jewelry glue or an E6000, a little dot on there and let it dry. And then that way you can keep it toward the front if you want. You can also take a file, it's a little rough back here, and just kind of file around the edges so it's smoother going in your ear.